Hi, this is EEB Tarot, 2 E's in the B Tarot. I'll be reading for this sign. Ooh. What is this in my card? What's that? 8 of Pentacles, Aries. I'm reading for the sign of Aries. I don't even know if I said that. Ace of Swords underneath that. Damn it! Now I got 2 things I got to address. So 1, my card. And 2, I was debating on whether or not I should, am I yelling? I was debating on whether or not I should say this, because when I was pre-shuffling the deck, my candle, from the shuffle, the wind, it went out. And I heard, let the light go out. Like, you know, let it be. Let the light go out. But in my mind, it was more like all right, just turn the lights out. You left the room. The lights are out, and I walked out in, to communicate and show that I am no longer in use of this space. I'm no longer engaging with this space. You know what I mean? And then with the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Swords underneath that. Damn it! The Tower underneath that. Aries. I was just about to shuffle again just in case. And it's like, no. So you, whatever, and this doesn't feel like a place or I was going to say position, but depending on the relationship, it could be a position. But like, this isn't like work related. This feels like relationship related. But it feels like letting the fire go out, like turning off the light and no longer engaging with this space. The 8 of Pentacles, it allows you to be in a space where you now can focus on you and expound on things that bring you the engagement in spaces you do appreciate, even if that's internal. You know what I mean? Like doing fun, creative, free, self-focused kind of things. Maybe some of you it is with work, you know, engaging in your occupation in certain ways. But the Ace of Swords underneath that, that's communication. That's swift communication. You know, text message, email. So it feels like if you, and I'm sorry it's taking me 3 minutes to get here, but the bending of the card and all that, that's another thing. Maybe it's something that's you got to let it go, right? Letting go of that space and doing something that's just fun for you, or it grows you, or it expands you in ways, you know what I mean? That it feels like the communication that you turn the light out for, the engagement of the space you turn the light out for, circles back or re-engages with you. For 11, April 11th. Who's on the timer? Confirmation and accuracy for Aries. This is a timeless reading. I just got into it because the star. Yep. Okay, the star for what? This it could be an Aquarius. You could have Aquarius somewhere else in your chart. The star. Strength at the bottom of the deck. I'm not sure if this is you doing what it is I'm saying in terms of like you're already actively in it or you already had intentions on being in it, to just grow your garden and balance yourself out and stand in your own light. Interesting. Sorry, y'all. I got a little bit of, can I, never mind. I ain't gonna drink from it. It's water, but I don't, with the bottle, I don't know if I can, anyway. So, you turned out the light in a space that you're no longer engaging. And when you turned out the light in that space, it placed you in a position to ignite your own light, right? The star. And now you are the light. You radiate it. And that may be why the Ace of Swords, that communication is coming back around. Maybe it could be a job that it's got a double back, you know what I mean? And now you get to double the price, excuse me, the asking price, you know what I mean? Of whatever they were offering you. They offered you something and then they there was negotiations, but then they didn't go with you. It didn't go to what is it? It didn't come of anything, right? And so doubling back, the separation, and maybe there was a feeling of a way about the opportunity, but for whatever reason, divinely orchestrated, they're now coming back. Again, if this is occupation, they're now coming back and saying, okay, hey, let's adjourn at the table, revisit the table, let's meet, and you're like, well, the price is going up. Double, actually. You know? Because you're the star. Also the Aquarius, your way of speaking is either you talk a lot. I'm sorry, I keep doing that. Either you talk a lot, or the way that you talk is like you talk a lot to where it's a part of something you do, or it's you use it in a creative way as well. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. 6 of Pentacles and 5 of Swords. I was describing the star to you, and I wasn't even really asking anything. So I'm gonna put it back. Not to say that it's not valid, but something just says like I wasn't. Like it was almost like to get my attention. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna just throw some cards out there because what is it that you're asking? What do you want? What's next? You know what I mean? What's next? Let's ask that. What's next for Aries? It's a lot. Clear, concise. What's next for Aries? I put them back to come back out if they need to. What's next? Clear and concise for Aries. 2 of Pentacles. Didn't I tell you? A decision. Something, you turned the light out on something. You called, I don't want to say called it quits, because it doesn't feel like called it quits. It feels like just, I wish I could see what I'm seeing in my head, because there's no words for it. It's just what I'm seeing. You know how when a fire, you like a campfire, and the fire goes out, but like the embers, it's like that slow burn where it's not whoosh. It's like, it's just the wood itself has the burn on it, like the you know what I'm saying? So, and then going to nothing, you know what I mean? That last little bit of a flame left in the wood, just kind of, you know, like a candle going out, right? Except that not in real time. Like, see that image and like fast forward it. You know what I mean? It was just like you just kind of evaporated out of the space and the light was out. You know what I mean? I don't, okay. But the Two of Pentacles, when you removed yourself from that, it caused you to illuminate within yourself, for some of you, even brighter, right? And the Two of Pentacles is now a decision. But this Two of Pentacles, this doesn't feel like it could be you, but it feels like the job that I said coming back, like, we got to go back and talk to Aries and, you know, with our tail tucked between our legs to try to see if we can get her back at the negotiation table or whatever. Or if this is a relationship, it's like, I know why you turned the light out, Aries. And I see that you indeed are the light. You know what I mean? You are a light in and of itself. I'm going to have to, like, you know what I mean? Like, really stand illuminated in my own to match the energy of this. You know what I'm saying? It looked like somebody trying to, like, am I really, like, the job, like, can we really afford in our budget to pay her or him double that they're asking for now that we had to go back to them? This relationship or this interaction is, am I really prepared to step up the way in which I know I'm going to have to, now that I see that Aries can illuminate even after phasing out of a light that was turned off. Yeah, am I saying right? 12:44 on the clock. You could also have, what is that, Sagittarius? Anything else for Aries? Seven of Swords. Page of Cups. Some of you Aries are, there goes that emotional factor I was talking about, where it's that heart's desire. So I don't know if this is a job you really wanted and you decided, you know what, I made my peace with it. I wasn't the initial option, so I'm walking away and I'm fine with that. And you grow on to, because in the star energy, it's not like you're gonna decline, you know what I mean? You go on to another equally or greater opportunity. But Page of Cups says that you are, when they came back around, that in itself is the comeback around. You know what I mean? That in and of itself is them in that moment of, okay, we do got to go back to Aries, because turns out that's actually what we prefer. And then the Seven of Swords is, do you remember like the Page of Pentacles? And Seven of Swords is like not wanting to engage in altercation, not wanting to have those uncomfortable conversations. And I think there's people or situations or that you're dealing with, Aries, where they're looking like I don't really want to have to do what I know I'm going to have to do to avoid further conflict when engaging with Aries. But do we, like, I know it's going to be one, because Page of Cups, I had to come back kind of with a different vibe. But I don't really know how Aries is going to receive us. There's a disadvantage, because now you know that if they came back, you were either the best option, and now you have that as a bargaining position within yourself, or in the boardroom, and that it's like they're viewing you now as like, okay, I don't want this to. I think it's the desired outcome is copacetic, like love on both parts, contentment and fulfillment on both parts, from both parties, Aries. But I think all of this dynamic is just in a transitional space of, this is how it was, now this is how it's going to be. You know what I mean? Oh my God, 1625. All right, that's your reading, Aries. Sorry I went on long and I rambled. But if it resonated, like, share, comment. Thank you. Until next reading, be well, be blessed.